Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Tracking a few gusty showers rolling through the area right now, and a big-time cool down comes our way tonight and through the weekend. I'll have the latest forecast.
One person was arrested this afternoon in eastern Kentucky after an armed robbery at a tanning salon.
Coming up, we'll take you inside Keeneland for the start of the fall meet.
WKYT News at 4:30 starts now. Good afternoon on this Friday. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. The summer-like weather, it is over. It's starting to feel a lot more like fall here in the Bluegrass.
It's out of here. We started the day with rain and colder temperatures, and it's all coming more for us in the weekend. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell is here now to let us know what we can expect. How about it?
All right, let me tell you what. Some big-time chilly conditions will start to roll through the area as we go through the weekend. I mean, it's going to be a big-time change. Highs tomorrow, mid-50s. That's it. You look outside right now, though, we're tracking the showers associated with the frontal boundary that will deliver that cooler air into our area. Just a few out there, a gusty shower or two also showing up in a few locations. Once this goes through, we might see a little bit more later on tonight, and maybe even a few into the day tomorrow. Right around the Lexington area, back out toward Winchester, some of the heavier stuff falling now, almost completely clearing out of Clark County. But again, it's more of just a heavy, gusty shower. We're not talking about anything strong or even severe. And you can see over the past few hours the progression of the rain that's moving across Kentucky. Plenty of it out there for you once you get under it. I mean, these little showers, they'll last for a few minutes and it'll come heavy for a moment, then it lightens itself back up. Look at some of the wind gusts associated with this passing of this system. We're close to 30, and in London, coming in at a 37-mile-per-hour wind gust. That is really starting to howl down there. They had a decent little shower pass by a little while ago. For all you folks heading out to some of the Friday night high school football action, around 60, some gusty showers still in the area. With temperatures falling, you might have a stray shower, maybe a little more toward the east at that point, but a very cool and raw night coming in tomorrow. Commonwealth, ooh, it's going to be tough. I'll break that down for you coming up in just a few minutes.
An eastern Kentucky woman was injured while confronting an armed robbery suspect.
The Perry County woman was cut in the hand when she grabbed a knife away from someone trying to rob her business. It happened this afternoon in Hazard. Mitchell Grogg talked to police and has more. It's our top story at 4:30.
The employee here at Electric Beach Hair and Tanning Salon says she was in between clients when this all happened. She didn't want to talk to us on camera, but she did show us her wounds.
This is what employees say a would-be robber left as the normal cycle of mixing colors and cutting hair was interrupted Friday, just after 1 here. Police say Elizabeth Ritchie walked in and demanded cash.
The clerk had refused and grabbed the knife, which appeared to be a large steak knife of some type, and disarmed the attempted robber.
Chief Allen recommends that people not try to deal with these situations themselves.
This is the first one that I can remember where the perpetrator, was actually disarmed. I would not encourage that from anybody, because I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Nothing was taken in this attempted robbery.
And employees here say she came in from time to time, but not as a customer.
Mitchell Grogg, WKYT.
Ritchie is charged with first-degree robbery.
School test scores are officially in for schools across the state. Of the 51 Fayette County Public Schools, 13 were classified as distinguished and 9 received proficient ratings.
WKYT's Rebecca Smith is at the live desk with a look at one way the community is coming together to help the troubled schools.
29 schools were deemed as needs improvement, but overall Superintendent Dr. Tom Shelton says 2/3 of Fayette County schools scored higher than last year. Williams Wells Brown Elementary had among the lowest elementary scores in the state. As part of a plan for improvement, the United Way is working with the school system to get 400 volunteer tutors for the school. That way each student would have their own tutor.
The most important thing a child can have is a dedicated, positive relationship from an adult support and mentor. And so, whenever I talk with people and they say, what would it take for all students to be successful, I believe that's the model we need.
Anyone who is interested in volunteering can call 211. The United Way is also making training available for anyone interested in helping out. At the live desk, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
Scapa, Veterans Park Elementary, Picadome Elementary, and Rosa Parks Elementary outscored 99% of all schools in Kentucky. Well, here's a look at other school districts in central Kentucky, and there are some encouraging trends. Clark County ranked in the 70th percentile of all school districts, giving the school system an overall proficient. Jessamine County also received a proficient ranking, scoring better than 82% of schools. Laurel County's overall score was a 71.8 for a proficient ranking. Madison, Scott, and Bourbon counties also ranked proficient.
Franklin County scored 66.2, which is better than last year, but ranks as a district that, quote, needs improvement. Woodford County received a distinguished, scoring better than 94% of all Kentucky school districts. You can find a link to see how each school performed on WKYT.com. It's an exciting day in Lexington and across the state. Really, rain or shine, a new season begins today at Keeneland.
Yeah, and Kentucky is known as being the horse capital of the world, and the wet weather isn't enough to keep some hardcore race fans away. WKYT's Mike Linden was at the racetrack to check out the opening day festivities.
Temperatures are cooling down, football season is underway, and pumpkin spice lattes are back. But for most Kentuckians, fall means one thing: Keeneland is open for business. The fall meet kicked off at Keeneland today, despite the wet and breezy conditions to start out Friday. Keeneland also debuted a brand new dirt track after removing the previous poly-track surface in May.
Our racetrack crew has done such a fabulous job both over the summer installing the track and then maintaining it that we have a lot of confidence in the surface. We're getting great feedback from trainers and exercise riders who've actually been training over the surface now for about a month.
For some who live outside of Kentucky, coming to Keeneland on opening day of the fall meet is a dream come true.
I just want to enjoy the ambiance of being here, being able to say I was at a historic track, got to meet some wonderful people, enjoyed some good racing, and you know, to be able to, you know, store that away in my memory bank.
For golfers, it would be going to Augusta. For me, it's Keeneland. I've been to Saratoga, that's off the bucket list, and Keeneland, such a short meet. It's high quality racing, nothing but championship caliber races for the 17 or 18 day meet that they have here.
The Keeneland Fall Meet runs from Friday, October 3rd to Saturday, October 25th. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Well, remember, if you are heading to the track tomorrow, don't leave that jacket at home. Daytime highs only expected to be in the mid-50s.
It's a shame we didn't have yesterday's weather today, but rain or shine, a new season does begin today at Keeneland.
And our Deanne Stevens is out and about at the Keeneland gift shop, where she is taking a look at the fall fashion at the track. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at the Keeneland gift shop. We kind of escaped the madness of opening day. It's always so much fun here at Keeneland. And when you come to Keeneland, you got to talk about fall fashion, because that's what's so important on opening day. Right, Kathleen?
Horses are secondary to fashion, Deanne. We all know that.
Exactly. Kathleen Matacola is with us from the Keeneland gift shop. And I love talking about the equestrian jewelry and the ties to Kentucky here.
Yes. This is a line called Bosom Buddies, started by none other than our former Governor Burton Jones's sister, Karen. And she gives back a portion of each sale to breast cancer research. So we're always looking for causes important to us to which we can give back.
And many different unique items on there.
Yes.
Talk about giving back. You also, some of your clothing line is all about.
This is a brand new clothing line for us called Piece of Cloth. Terrific pants. In fact, you're sporting them, and you keep talking about how comfortable they are.
No, you're not getting them back.
But they are called Cure by Design, and again, they give back to American lung cancer.
Excellent. And then when you talk about the Keeneland gift shop, you cannot just gloss over Vineyard Vines. You got to really study this stuff, because not only are adults, women, I love all the colors, but college kids.
College kids absolutely love it. These Shep shirts, which are these quarter zip shirts on the top shelf here with those shoulder patches, they fly off the shelves, and you don't want just one. You got to have one in every color with a different pattern on the shoulders.
And the college kids wear these even on opening day too, because they can put a little collared shirt under them.
Absolutely, it's for that. You come out in the morning and it's always 10 degrees colder out here than it is when you leave the sorority house. Right. So the Shep shirt will take you right through the day.
We got Boo, who's out of college.
She is, but she looks like she's still in college.
She does. She's sporting her some Vineyard Vines today. Those colors, pink and blue, hugely popular.
Hugely popular.
But for fall, you said a lot of orange and brown.
A lot of orange. Yep, a lot of orange, a lot of brown. The neutral colors are always going to be good, but this orange that you're wearing, we're going to see a lot of.
And so for the people who are in town for the races, it's also good to know that they can get lots of Keeneland goodies while they're here.
Of course, everything from postcards to chocolate bars to bourbon balls to magnets to logoed pins, bags, hats.
Show off the state of Kentucky and
Absolutely.
our beautiful Keeneland right here in Lexington. Opening day today, running through October. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at the Keeneland gift shop. Back to you guys.
Deanne, thanks so much. I am super excited about this. Gone Girl, the popular novel turned thriller, hitting theaters today.
The stars talked to Michelle Polino about the highly anticipated film.
As you all know, my wife, Amy Elliott Dunn, disappeared 3 days ago.
The new movie Gone Girl is based on the best-selling book about a woman who disappears and the media-fueled suspicions that surround her husband.
The hallmark of a sociopath is a lack of empathy.
Stars Ben Affleck, Rosamund Pike, and Neil Patrick Harris say the story also explores a marriage gone bad.
Everyone told us marriage is hard work.
Now, I think it talks a little bit about how there's an inevitable honeymoon period, whether it be probably from when you first meet someone and you're putting on armor or some kind of artifice about how you want to be, and then if you connect, you want to maintain that.
How do you keep up the buoyancy and the effort everybody puts in at the early stage of a relationship? And if you've got someone like Amy with her high expectations, you know, someone lets the ball drop and thinks, okay, well, now at least we know each other, we can relax. She's like,
The media's obsession with the story makes it difficult for Ben's character to convince people of his innocence.
Nick Dunn, you're probably the most hated man in America right now. Did you kill your wife, Nick?
I have a lot of experience with a certain kind of celebrity media, and unfortunately media and news and entertainment have sort of blurred together now, where it's difficult to distinguish one from the other.
This small group of people, you know, who are showing it to millions who are hungry for it, they have to bang on car windows and try and get the one thing and try and get the one shot, and it's that media circus that no one wants.
In the tragedy media sector on cable, you know, that's a whole other kind of heightened reality, and it's life or death stakes, and it's, you know, they're very quick to convict, and they're quick to sort of exploit tragedy by making it more sensational, by sort of poking the fire with a stick.
Now, the author of the novel, Gillian Flynn, also wrote the screenplay for the film. Flynn will be featured on this weekend's CBS Sunday Morning.
Reality hit hard for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Joe Dugice was sentenced to more than 3 years in prison for conspiracy and fraud. His wife, Teresa, got 15 months in prison. The couple admitted submitting phony applications for millions of dollars in loans. Joe will wait to go to prison until after his wife gets out so that one of them can always be at home with their 4 daughters. Joe faces possible deportation after he's released since he is not a U.S. citizen.
Ashton Kutcher had a little fun while revealing the name of his new baby girl. The actor and his fiancée Mila Kunis announced Wyatt Isabel Kutcher on Facebook yesterday. Kutcher also posted 8 pictures of babies with the caption, "Can you guess which one is ours, or does it really matter? All babies are cute." He also asked the helicopters to stop hovering over their house because there's a baby sleeping inside and she's super cute. This is the first child for the couple. They have been dating for 2 years and they got engaged back in February.
Art that can be seen from space, a patriotic roadway, and a giant bee scares a meteorologist. Watch out, Jim. It's a video that'll have you talking. Take a look at this.
A new piece of artwork has popped up on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. So large, it can be seen from space. That's how big it is. 6 acres. It's a portrait of a young man's face. It's made of 2,500 tons of sand and 800 tons of topsoil. The Cuban-American artist who crafted it calls it Out of Many, One, the English translation of E Pluribus Unum on the U.S. seal. The artist says it's symbolic of America's diversity. He said the face is a compilation of faces from different races, and the portrait will be there until the end of the month.
Well, how cool is that? A stretch of Route 66 in New Mexico has received a facelift, and it is music to drivers' ears. America the Beautiful plays as car tires go over specially designed rumble strips in New Mexico. All you have to do is reduce your speed to 45 miles per hour and then aim for a strip on the right side of the road. The idea is to get drivers to slow down. National Geographic paid for the project as part of a TV series about changing social behavior.
That's unique. And take a look at this. It would never happen here in a million years. Yeah, there she goes. A giant bee decided to take over the weather forecast for Fox 59 up in Indianapolis. The meteorologist, Jennifer Ketchmark, was so spooked she had to move there. Didn't want to get stung. Moments before the incident happened, the anchors were talking about the increased number of bees when they switched to Ketchmark for the weather, and she came face to face with one. Jim and Chris, Mike, they'd all be much more brave.
Oh, total professionals. They would never scream out like that.
They would never move, ever, ever.
I probably would.
I would too.